In a world where ordinary men can excel doing ordinary things, this man has single-handedly lowered the bar. From the scrambled mind that brought you Mad Madness and Beagle Rare comes this underwhelming Friday night special event. Matt Porter is the Blendigeddon 2 World Champion and the 2020 World's Top Whiskey Taster. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glass and shake your ass for ADHD Whiskey Live.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy Friday night. Microphone's on, which is always a good thing. Oh, my goodness gracious, it's been too long. It's been too long. It's been what some doctors and pharmacists and archaeologists and proctologists and practitioners would call a whole week since I've seen all of you. And by seeing you, I mean you've seen me. But I've seen your names, and I love each and every one of them. Except for one of you, and you know who you are. Friggin' Sean. Just kidding, Sean. I love you now, remember? I love you so bad. Happy Friday. I am thrilled and excited to be here. I am so excited. It is, we're winding down the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and tonight, before all of you here in this garage with me, all 108 of you in this garage, we're well beyond capacity for this garage. We're doing the Middleweight Championship of the World. And the Middleweight Championship of the World is going to be determined when I pick the winner between 8 pours that were supplied to me by patrons. And these pours will range between 101 and 107.9 proof. It's not a very big weight window or proof window. So what will sneak in and win? Who's to say? Who knows? But that's the fun of the game. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. It is All Hallows Eve weekend, something. I don't even know. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays. Great Scott. Halloween. So there's that. That's happening. Shout out to DC for the thumbnail. Hulky, Mr. Hulker McHulkerson. And man, we're going to have a good night tonight. We have couple things to start off to pour. I got a little bit of a gift from Ross and Squiggles. Squiggly diggly do. Ross and Squigs. A little bit of squibbiness. And then I need to open a bottle of Russell's Reserve. I have to do it. But before I do that, I want to say hello to each and every one of you. And by each and every one of you, I mean I'm going to sporadically pick names from chat and say hello. But if your name came between the names that I mentioned, I'm also saying hello to you and I love you as well. Yes, Friday night. Jason Mounts, T-minus 100 minutes. Oh, he was here early. Whew, that was early. Corey Bush is up in this mother. Luke is up near. Bev Porter, no idea who that is. Love you, Mom. Wendy Miller is here. Cheech, mother friggin' Ardolino is up in this bitch. Harry Ingstrand. Harry. I loved you when you were on the Hendersons show, when you put your head through like, oh, in the station wagon, and then you ate all their McDonald's, and then you ate her corsage. Remember that? You're like, har, har. Just a good movie. Harry and Henderson's is great. 41K, that hits more like 100K channel. Man, 100K. I don't think that probably won't happen. That would be insane, though. That would be definitely insane. Brett friggin' Buffman is up in this mother. What's going on? Dana Blanco. Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews. Dusty. Good day, sir. Good day, Dusty. Kevin Fragosa. Chris. Boozalencia is here. Chris Boozalencia. My main man, Chris. Jeff Perkins. Kathy Law. Just obeying and abiding the friggin' Kathy Law. Sorry, Brent. Pff, me too, Brent. My bad. Super sorry. Ophidian's here. Hollywood. Holy hell. Matt McBuffalo. Yeah, you know what Photoshop can do? It can turn you into the Incredible Hulk, even if you're just, I don't know, more like thinking. Peter Griffin. Except for less funny. Jeffrey Rollins, sour whiskey, Chris Miller, horses and bourbon, how's it going? Dieter Lang up in this bitch. Dieter Lang has sent me a little something when I get into this flight tonight. It's going to be serious business time from the Deetster, the friggin' Dieter, the Dieter Lang. He speaks my language, that's for sure. Dunny's up in this mother, Dunny. Bruzel, TJ. How are you, Bruzel? I love you. I've only met you once and I didn't know you well enough to give you as big of a hug as you deserved. But next time I see you, it's going to be a squeezing contest. And your lady, Bruzel, your lady, TJ, going to remember her name. Jill. Whew, remembered it. She's going to have to separate us. She's going to have to separate us before our sweat turns from liquid form into super glue. And we stick together like Siamese twinlets all night. I'm in a good mood. I don't know why. But it feels good. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Callaway's here. Average Drinker Dara. Virgil Kane. Jory Knowlton. DC. Loud and clear. Friggin' DC. Speaking of DC, I love DC. That's just all I want to say about that. 4-Leaf Whiskey. Dave Markowski. Dara, thank you so much for just being super smart and picking Jimmy McGill's blend for the winning blend and Blendageddon 2022, Blendageddon 5, the Franken blends. I double dare you to double second guess your decision on that. JJ's here. Got my Hawaii Punch today too. Sweet. Everybody, thank you so much for ordering those Remus Hawaiian Punches. I got to get a list of all the people who ordered them. And then I'm going to do a randomizer for the bottle of Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, which I said I would do. I promise you I will do that. Probably going to be next week when I get the list, all the list. But they finally sold out. Thank goodness. That was a big big yield for me. 230 some bottles. I know the Bourbon Junkies just released they had 2 Remus barrels drop today. So I'm sure that the link, if anyone has a link for those barrels, put them in chat, because it's weird because the Remus barrels, they all come at once. Stores get them. I went to 2 stores today. Each of them had a Remus barrel. Then I got one. Junkies, anybody who picked a Remus barrel back in spring, they aged longer than they all got bottled in the fall. They all get bottled at the same time. So it's like an influx of George Remus. People be scared because he murdered people. And all of a sudden there's just a bunch of murderers running around. 200 per friggin' barrel. Imagine. Scary. Scott Moody, Gustavo, Colin, Mark Emenecker, Rob Sevenworth. Rob, change your name. Come on. It doesn't flow. Rob Sevenworth? How about even Rob Worth? That's probably already taken. Rob Worth 7? I don't know. Sup, Matholomew? That's a nice name. Matt equals tiny white dog. Thanks, Jory. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Cheech. Speaking of Cheech, if you're not watching Whiskey Encore late at night, or whenever the heck Cheech decides to go on, then what's wrong with you? Silly gooses. Haircut looking tight. Just got it freshened up. You know what? I keep going to the same place, and I've had some good luck lately. Just, I go in there, and I'm like, hello. Please don't make me look worse than I already look, because looking bad. And they're like, we'll see what we can do. No promises. Virgil Kane. B. Johnson. Woot. Happy Friday, everyone. Cracked my Heaven Hill 17 for this. Whoa. Should have saved it for a special occasion. Just kidding. This is super special because we're all here together. 181 people up in this bitch. Kathy Law. Important. Hey, Matt. Kathy Law. How's it going? Gustavo. With eyes. Nice. Schlammer Time says Chaz Guzins. Gonna need you to change your last name too, Chad. It's not working for me. Chad Guzinski. Hold on a second. I think that maybe possibly, let me double check. I need to do something on the personal end of dadding really quick. And action. Crap. Well, I think we're okay. All right. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I love all of these. That's where I was. What's going on here? There's so many things. I can't keep up with everything. Not now. Verify this. Oh, geez. People just okay. Where was I? I was in the zone too, and then all of a sudden I thought I heard child, but I don't think I did. I think that must have been something else. Michael Clay. Are you here for me to mold you? Because guess what? Friggin' Moldy McMolderson. 4-Leaf Whiskey. I think I already said hi. Mike Ives is in the house. Brian is here. Another good week with Matt. Cheers to you. Speaking of cheers, how about church? Matt, churches. Is that a verb? Like you go churching? Because that would be fun. Just churching. Is that an activity? Churching? It's like wedding crashing, but you just churching? Church crashing? That could be something. You just go to different churches every week. Screwy 3 Hens is here. And there's a joke in there somewhere. There's got to be. Daily, annual, weekly. Christian L. Hodges. Man, I'm excited for tonight. Tonight's going to be good. Forrest Moses, who farted, he said. Not me. Will the fleet treat you right tonight, says Nick Ann. The fleet by the flight? Probably. All right, Bruiser, we'll hug it out. All right, I'm excited. Friggin' Slippin' Jimmy. By the way, hold on a second. One more little thing. I think that we're just going to be really quick. Oh, sweet. So Shayla's tracking super chats tonight. I have 2 bottles that I have ready to go out. So like I always do, if I feel like I'm too far behind on shipping stuff out, I do not do giveaways, but this is a little bit different situation. I know that there's 2 of you out there who are awaiting bottles or awaiting shipments from me, and you will receive tracking tomorrow. That's a promise. But I do have a single barrel pick coming out. The next one that's coming out is an 8-year 4-month or 8-year 5-month Backbone bourbon pick. So it's it was barreled on June 30th, 2014, and I think it just got bottled. So yeah, like 8-year 4-month MGP bourbon, 121.5 proof when the sample was taken. And it is friggin' Slippin' Jimmy. That's the sticker. For it. Slippin' Jimmy time. It's delicious. It's an oaky bugger, and it's Slippin' Jimmy, but it's an oaky bugger. Every $5 super chat tonight gets you in the drawing for a bottle of that. And when it drops, I will order one specifically for you and have it shipped directly to you. So that's what's going on tonight. Thanks, Jake likes the haircut. I like your haircut. Thank you, Shayla, for tracking, by the way, tonight. I appreciate it. Super appreciate it. Guess Strunk is here. Cheers to this fine Friday night. Friggin' Matt Porter. Sorry, Strunks, for not getting back to you super quickly about the samples. This week, we're doing just the middleweights. I thought I was going to be able to sneak in the bantamweights, but then people reached out and they were like, I want in on the bantamweight action. And there was no way I was going to drink like 16 pours tonight. That'd probably be over the top, a little bit overboard. So we're going to finish up the UFC next week with the bantamweights. All right, scrolling here to the bottom. The Patreon pick from the Evil Cut was hilarious. Oh, man, I don't even remember. Was it bad? It's probably been bad. My hair's been on point. You know what? I'm sick of letting my hair get out of control. I'm sick of being a big hairy bugger. By the way, tonight's first pour, what I'm just starting with, is the Fable and Folly. It's a Fable and Folly. It is a 90 proof, $200 orphan barrel. I reviewed it and I really liked it. That is good. I do like that. The reason I wanted to taste that was because I received today in via a friggin' UPS driver or FedEx driver. I answered the door in my underwear, by the way, because he was knocking. And Chris, I was like, someone's at the door. And I was like, well, I'm in my underpants. So whatever. Did he check out my package? No, but I checked out his and signed for it. And inside that package was this little guy. And super, super cool of Ross and Squibb, because when I first saw the press release for the Remus Gatsby Reserve, they always send me the press releases, but I never ask for much. I don't ask for anything. But when the Remus Gatsby Reserve, when they released that press release, they were like, this is happening. And I was like, can I get a sample of that? I would love to review a sample of that. Chances are I won't see a bottle, but I'd love to review it. They responded to me with this. They're like, you know what? There weren't very many of those samples. And unfortunately, there's no more to be given out. We just didn't have media samples this time. And I was like, oh man, that's a bummer. Can I get a Remus 6 sample instead? And they sent me a whole bottle of Remus 6. And I thought that was really amazing. Always disclose when I get stuff from distilleries. And I thought that was super cool. I did like Remus 6. All of a sudden today, boom, Remus Gatsby Reserve. They sent me a sample and it says my name on it. M. Porter. I'm a co-signee. Does that mean I owe them? Does that mean if they fail, then I have? Oh, I know what that means. If I give this a bad review and I'm co-signing it, that would mean I'm giving myself a bad review because I co-signed. Co-signee. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to taste this next to something old like Fable and Folly. So this is what we're doing now. First of all, I'm going to do a full review of this, but America. This is the Remus Gatsby Reserve. Great Gatsby. So shout out to Ross and Squibb. That's super cool of them. When you make videos and stuff, you know that you can't get your hands on every bottle that you want to taste and review. So you kind of have to ask for stuff sometimes. And if you want to taste it, it doesn't hurt to ask. Anyway, I also did the same thing when Buffalo Trace released their release the other day about the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. They said, oh, the new Antique Collection is out. And I didn't know this, but the way that it works is if you ask for samples ahead of time, they tell you no. But if you ask for samples as soon as they release, their press release, the first ones that send in the email are the first ones that get it. And I learned that last year. So I had a draft in my drafts folder to send to Buffalo Trace for whenever they released their release. And I was going to immediately send it. I sent them an email 14 minutes after their press release. And I was like, can I please get some samples of the BTAC collection, the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, for review? Because last year they're like, we don't even give samples to people, only people who do reviews. And I'm like, I literally told you that I do that. And they didn't listen to that. But this year, immediately got my email in, and guess what? Got an email back saying we don't do that anymore. First come, first serve is not the way we throw this party, friend. Not this year. And then the last sentence of the email said, we do not have any samples for you. So, crap. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Wow, now I'm way behind. Screwy Three Hens. There it is. Thanks for the call out. Okay, here's the Gatsby. Look at the RPMs on that Remus repeal. That's not even a Remus. No, it is? Yeah, Remus Gatsby Reserve. Gatsby. Great Gatsby. Wow, that smells phenomenal. It definitely smells MGP-ish. I get a lot of red jelly on there, some red jam. Josh Monk, hey Matt, happy Friday. I've been watching your videos for a while and decided to join your Patreon yesterday. Looking forward to the great content. Cheers, Josh Monk. Thank you. Josh Monk rhymes with hunk, and I appreciate that out of you. Kelsey Dime tried the Smoke Wagon Malted Rye today. I was surprised that I liked it. Like I said in the video, some people are going to enjoy it. Some people aren't. It just wasn't for me. I wasn't trashing it. I wasn't saying it was bad. I wasn't saying that, I don't know, none of that. I just that release, that particular thing wasn't for me. And I didn't know until I tried it. Just was not my jam. Not my jam. 3 drinks down, June 30th is a great day. It is. It is in June. If I don't get a bottle, I'll still take the sticker. Right? DC with the Photoshop job. Josh Monk, hey Matt, happy Friday. I've been watching your videos for a while and decided to join your Patreon yesterday. Looking forward to the great content. I'm sorry, I was just behind it. Even read it without the super chat. But thank you, Josh Monk, for the super chat. I appreciate the heck out of you. Chocolate. Milk chocolate, a little bit of dustiness. There's a dusty note to it. A little bit of like raspberry jam. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. 97.8 proof. You know what I didn't do? I didn't even look at their press release. I didn't. I mean, a long time ago I did, but the one that they sent me. By the way, Patrick, if you ever watch this, there's going to be a video of this, but I really appreciate that sample. That was really cool. It's $200. So $200, same as the Fable and Folly. 15-year-old reserves. Yeah. I thought there was older stuff in there than that. It's Distillery's Finest 15-year-old reserves. Okay, so they're 15-year-old barrels. Offered at cask strength. 15-year-old barrels at cask strength. Cask strength being 97.8. That's incredible. Where'd I put it? First impression is I like it. I will be happy. I will be very happy when I do a bourbon skirmish between Fable and Folly and this. Low proof, but it's oily enough that it coats the mouth and does good things. The finish isn't like super crazy. The low proof is probably because of that, but it's still lingering. I like that. The hard part is the price point at the low proof, but then again, there are a lot of bourbons under 100 proof that are just, especially with an age statement on there like it. Plus, the bottle's beautiful. I really have to sit with it by itself and really kind of think about that one. It's very good. But it reminds me of something. What in the world? I can't quite put my finger on it. I want to say something about it, but I can't quite think of what it is I want to say. If that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, that's because I'm crazy. I like it. I think if I found a bottle for $200, I would buy one for sure. More than that, though, if it's going for more than that, other places, I definitely couldn't. But for the $200 price point, I'd definitely put one on the old shelf just off first taste. But that might change. Gets Drunk, incredible. Slippin' Jimmy, the best ever. Slippin' Jimmy, it's all good, man. Average drinker, Dara. I'm getting this friggin' Slippin' Jimmy because I picked you to win. Love you. I'll love you back, Dara. Friggin' Dara. But you know what? You didn't pick me to win. You picked Slippin' Jimmy to win. That's who you picked to win. Mark Amenecker, I'll give it a try, says Mark. And Virgil Kane. A second pour of your Remus pick tonight, it just wasn't hitting the same notes, but I changed glasses and added some more Three Fingers, and it's all right with the world. I agreed. So I picked that barrel in the spring, early spring, March, maybe February or March. And then it sits in the barrel until they just bottled it. So another summer. So when I tasted it, it wasn't exactly like it was when I picked it. And I was like, huh. But then a day later, just give it a day with air after you open it and have your first pour, give it 1 or 2 days, and it sweetens up and gets a bit fruitier just quickly. And I really, really, really like it now. Matter of fact, it's like, I like it a lot. I kind of like it a lot. I like it too much. I drank some of it for sure. Holy Leonardo DiCaprio, Matty Ice. I see a Gatsby. Horses and Bourbon, count me in. That's a great label. I love Saul Goodman. Freaking Better Call Saul is like my favorite TV show ever. So I had to at least put my face on a Saul Goodman body at some point. Let's get me some ADHD whiskey. Eric the Barbarian. Thank you, everyone, for your super chats. That's incredibly nice. That's incredibly nice. You know what? I want to save my palate for this flight because I need to pick the correct 101 to 107.9 proof middleweight champion of the world. So remind me at the end of this stream. Do not let me forget. I have here something I want to try at the end. This is a special Russell's Reserve single barrel. Ryan Alves and friends picked this. It's a short barrel, very short. It was distilled a day after my birthday in 2009, November 12th, 2009, and dumped on May 19th, 2022. So a 12 and a half year. Camp Nelson F, floor 6. So it's a CNF 12 and a half year Russell single barrel that I bet it's got to be phenomenal. So I got to try that. I need to try it. But I want to save my palate for this flight for sure. Wow, I am like probably way behind. 10 minutes behind? Porter, get your shit together. Lucas, happy to support. You do an amazing job. I always learn something and laugh my bumhole off. Don't laugh it all the way off. At least leave a little bit and then suck it back up. I'm sorry. I'm in a Ross and Script RSD. Yeah, RSD is the new MGP. Oh my goodness. Call me Tuco. Tuco Salamanca? Well, at least you're dead. Spoiler alert. Cheech Arlino, cheers, Matt. Looking great. Miss you. Miss you too, Cheech. You and Jen. I need to see you guys. I definitely need some Cheech and Jen time. So bad. What's up, World Top? What's up, Bill? Mr. Kavanaugh, what's going on? Let's see here. Nick N. Answering the door in underpants. Boxers, I hope. Boxer briefs. And, I don't know how deep I want to get into this. They're the ones with the pouch. Let's just say that. Ones with the pouch. I was wearing a shirt, but shirt don't hide the pouch. That's for sure. 3 drinks down. Here's my virtual $10 bill sample for you. Only you, Nate. Nate, thanks so much. Then Matt Ward, $20 super chat. Thank you, Matt. Fred Minnick promoted Stag 2022. I find that interesting. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know. I'm sure it's fantastic. But yeah, he got his samples obviously way before anything. So, but he always gets those. He always gets those samples. But I know other people that get them, and I'm like, I'm hoping because Perry from This Is My Bourbon podcast normally gets them every year, or last year and the year before. It's Bourbon I got some the last couple of years. I'm hoping that they continue to get them because I want to hear other people's opinions too, who I trust. And I don't know why I want to hear their opinions. It's not like I'm ever going to like have the opportunity to get them. I just like people getting stuff that, I can't get sometimes. I like to hear what Perry thinks. I like to see Perry smile. Perry smiling and giggling is very nice. Hey, man, I've got a bottle of Dixon Devon's 2XO waiting for me. I want it. Should I buy it? Yes. Yes, Joseph. I ordered 2 from a website that's probably a scam website, and I didn't even cancel my order because I'm just waiting, hoping they ship it. And then I ordered one from Bourbon Outfitter when they had them in stock, and I'm super excited to see what that is. I mean, it's got to be good. It's got to be good. Sean Marley, cheers, Matt. Would love to see a review of the what. I just got. I ordered. Shout out. I think did Bill Kavanaugh. Did you send me the link today, or did you tell me that they were on sale on their website? I got 2 of the bottles from their website. The Emerald Giant and the Lost Monarch cask strength. So those reviews will be coming. Thank you, Sean. Jeff Mahar, Matt, got the Remus pick. Thank you and cheers. Thank you, Jeff. Big thank you to you. Okay, I'm going to scroll to the bottom here. You got to get caught up. I think we're caught up on super chats and caught up in chat. I'm sorry if I missed your chat. I feel so bad. But at the same time, it is a dark Russell's, right, DC? I'm just scrolling up real quick. Yeah, almost a Russell's 13. I can't help it. I just keep scrolling up because I don't want to miss anything. I love all of you, and I hate when chat and then I don't read it and I don't see it because I feel, but at the same time, problem with my brain, can't help it. I feel like I need to get caught up so I can get this out of. Whew. I have an 8-pour flight in front of me. An 8-pour flight. Can I keep this energy all night? You bet I can. Thank you, Cialis. Just kidding. But seriously, thank you, Cialis. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Last year, the middleweight champion of the world last year in the 101 to 107 proof category was Big Vic. Big Vic, the reigning champion, although he's not defending. Big Vic not defending this year, but definitely was the champ last year. So the reigning champ, Big Vic, last year, his pour that won was something I hadn't had before and was a pleasant surprise. He supplied, I should say rather, Cream of Kentucky Batch 5, which I found very enjoyable. I've had other Cream of Kentuckys that I did not find enjoyable, but Batch 5 I found very enjoyable. The runner-up, John Hughes, Embellish Podcast, definitely give that a listen. The runner-up, he sent a Bourbon Junkies bullet pick. Okay, before I get into this flight, because I want to get into this, because I know it's going to take me a long time to do this. So hopefully you're ready for a ride. That's what I said. Is going to take me a bit, but before I get into it, I want to tell you this. Advent calendar this year they're going to be. I was going to tell. I always end up saying things to the live stream first. I'm imagining everybody who's on Patreon's in the live stream, and if not, I'm going to tell Patreon later. But from the Minnesota Whiskey Elite, I always do their Advent calendar boxes every year. They send it to me and I do it. I'd shoot a video every day, 1st of December through the 25th. And they are offering up some of the sets for sale this year. So if you're a patron of mine, I'm going to post saying information on pricing and stuff like that. So if you're interested in following along in this year's Advent calendar, there's going to be about 30 sets available from the Minnesota Whiskey Elite. And it's always a lot of fun. Their pours are always interesting. They're good. I don't know. You just never know what text they're going to put in there. But that's going to happen. I should probably make that post soon so that everybody gets on board quickly if you want one, so that I don't tell them last second. All right. I have 8 glasses in front of me, the middleweight division, 101 to 107.9 proof. 8 glasses, and they're randomly mixed up, A through H. Let's meet tonight's competitors, shall we? Having a hard time finding Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Any idea why it becomes so hard to find? I thought that there was a glass shortage from the Rare Breed, but I've seen it locally a lot lately. Seen a lot more of it lately. That's right, Kathy. Hallelujah. That is, I don't even want to say it because it's always funny when people actually realize where that's from. It's from a movie. Christina Louise. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Christina Louise. Louise? B. Bauer got a GTS today. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling BS on that just because I'm jealous. That's what people do when they're jealous. They call BS a lot of times. I didn't even say this yet, but people would think, Matt, why didn't you do like bantamweight up until super heavyweight in order? For a couple reasons. First reason is like I didn't get these things in order. You know what I mean? I didn't have all the bantamweights first. Like I got enough to do one division. I had to wait for them to arrive, for them to be supplied to me. That was one thing. The other thing is I can't ADHD. It's this whole thing. It's a problem. But I saved the middleweight division for a special reason. And if anybody in chat can guess, I bet you can. But if you can't, I bet you can't. But there is a specific reason. The middleweight championship of ADHD Whiskey is falling the night before Anderson Silva beats up Jake Paul. Anderson Silva, the greatest middleweight of all time, is boxing a young Jake Paul. And I hope to God he wins. I will be watching. I'm going to try to convince Carissa to live stream, to do a live watch-along party with me tomorrow night. Hopefully she'll allow it. Hopefully she'll be on board. It depends. What kind of, what's going on around the house. But I'm definitely going to be watching, and I hope to God Anderson Silva does not get knocked out by Jake Paul, because if that happens, you might not ever see me again. I might just quit everything. I might become a hermit, and a big fat hermit. But that's why I saved the middleweights for tonight, because it's on the eve of an Anderson Silva fight. And he's a good guy. Hey, Bourbon Wrench. Bourbon Wrench is here. Trev, where'd he go? My thing got all scrooged up. Got all Scrooge McDucked. Yes, I hope he beats up Jake Paul. That would be fantastic. Was everyone's Halloween costumes done? Great question. That is a great question. Bourbon Wrench. Oh, DC sent him a flight that I need to watch later on. I missed that live stream, and I need to go back and watch it, and I will. I got to see what DC sent you. JJ, most important question about Advent. Will the glitter beard be coming back? You never know. But, of course, you know. You know it's going to happen. You know it'll happen. All right. Tonight, competing for the middleweight championship of ADHD Whiskey are these 8 patrons. Andrew Webster, Adam S. Skipper. Mark Emma friggin' Necker. Mark Emma Necker. Ryan Macaulay. Macaulay. Ryan Macaulay. Frank C. in the weekly top 40. Nate Duncan. Friggin' Tim Duncan's cousin. Justin Medeiros and Dieter Lang. Dieter Lang himself. All right. Those are the 8 competitors tonight. Like I said, it's the best bourbon that was supplied to me from them between 101 and 107.9 proof. That's where we're at here. Bob Belkovac. I dressed up as Yukon Cornelius tonight, representing the Gingerbeards. I don't believe, Bob, that anybody else in chat knows who the hell you're talking about. Strongly believe that that's the case. If anybody knows who that is, and I'm the only one who doesn't, then call me dumb. But who in the hell's that? RC from ICT, wherever ICT is, Ickett, just streamed the Bourbon Wrench. Show me your Halloween face. My Halloween face is basically my destroyed teeth from candy. That's my Halloween face. Oh, freaking candy. All right, let's see in chat here. Yukon from Rudolph. Rudolph? There's more than one character in Rudolph? There's 2 characters in Rudolph. There's Rudolph and Santa Claus. And then a bunch of asshole reindeer. Right? For shame. Bumble's bomb. Okay, you know what? My bad. I was wrong. I was wrong, and I'm willing to admit that. That was my bad. That was my fault. That was my fault. Hey, Mom, are you still in the chat? Because I just want to tell you I love you. And get a little music playing. All right. Best luck to all competitors, says Hollywood. Weller Antique 107 for the win. I want to see in chat. Let me know in chat. What do you think will win in a blind flight 101 to 107.9 proof? What do you think? What do you think? All right. Wow. Adam asked, this is the claymation show from long ago. When I saw that, that claymation, I read it as an STD. I thought it said chlamydia. Don't know why. Not that I know anything about that, because clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. Wet as a whistle? Nope, that's not it either. I have no idea. Never mind. Jeez, Porter. Get to Glass A. Glass A. Here we go. Glass A. I'm going to stream my conscience while I smell Glass A.
Is it kefir or kefir? Something. It's working.
Jonathan Cook, everybody.
Is it working?
Oh, it's working. I literally spilled bourbon in my nose.
I can't hear me on this connection.
Oh, my goodness. Jonathan Cook himself is here just to transfer my inner thoughts while I smell and taste whiskey. He'll be coming in and out of chat while I do this. So, what in the world? How do I make this? There we go. There we go. All right. That is an oaky bugger.
Smells middleweighty.
This is so stupid. I love it. Oh my god. Oh, actually, it has some serious oak and some serious, like, what's the word?
Oak.
On it. Good grief. It's super sweet. It's thick. It's a sweetener. That's not a sweetener, but it's super thick and sweet. They make a cookie. Molasses. Oaky and molasses. Where were you there, Conscience?
I apologize. I was reading chat.
It's not why you're here. Oh my god!
I get distracted. I have ADHD because I'm your conscience.
Sometimes I just think to myself, OMG, Jay Cook is the best. Whiskey Central. I agree. I definitely agree. Wow.
Still an oaky bugger.
Still an oaky. That's wow. Okay. Glass number 1 down the hatch. It's Glass A. It's super sweet, thick, oaky, molassesy. No idea what it is, but we're gonna put it down the hatch.
And I'm being quiet because I don't want him to choke.
That is good. That is fantastic. That is all the things. Glass A, all of us like, already. Dang. If I had one word to describe it, it would definitely be
vociferous.
Yes, vociferous. This was the best idea ever. And it was my idea, but this is good. This is good. I think that. Wow, that tastes fun. Okay. This Glass A is very good. I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna make notes in my book. I don't know what they will say, but I bet Where did I put my book? Okay. We're already at where did I put the book state. There it is. It's on the floor. Found it. All right. There goes a pen. All right, Glass A. Okay. But if you can guess what I'm writing, I'll give you $10.
He's writing he liked it.
Heavy oak, molasses, thick. With how many C's, Jonathan Cook?
3 C's.
Nailed it. He knows me so well because he's my inner thinking. It's my what do you call it? Stream of thought. Heavy oak, molasses, thick, and I give it a score in my book because Jonathan Cook. All right. That's been working great. I give it a score, and then I know which ones to come back. It's very obvious that would be the case, that I should do that, but sometimes you just don't think about it until you actually do it, and you're like, wow, super smart of me. Look at the color on this. OMG. That is thicker than a thesis right there. That's the first time I've ever said that, and it was pretty solid. Thicker than a thesis? That's pretty good. Okay. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, wife's home. Everyone say, hey, wife. Hey, babe.
Hey, wife.
Jonathan Cook says, hey, wife. That's okay. That is my favorite thing ever. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. What tier do we got to be Matt's conscience? I don't even know. It's a high tier. Forrest Moses. But is it thick? Yeah. Drums and Drams. Matt, cheers, man. Checking in late after playing Ghostbusters live with the film. Paul vs. Silva this weekend. Who you got? I actually might. I don't ever wager money. I don't bet money because just gambling in general, not my thing. But I might put like $200 on Jake Paul to win. That way, if my dreams are crushed and Anderson Silva loses to Jake Paul, I'll at least profit from it. Is that a good idea, Conscience?
Good hedging.
Hedging? Or edging?
That is hedging your bet. Yes, that is what that's called.
Thought it was edging.
Oh, no. Very, very different thing.
Okay. Oh, my goodness gracious.
No, what you said is blue. What I said is clean.
Edging your bet. Okay, whatever's in glass B is what I would consider to be malty. I'll taste it. The color of it was promising, but then the smell of it was like Chattanooga or something, maybe. Oh no! No. You know what? Whoever sent you, I feel bad because whoever sent it, you know who you are. You know who you are. I'm gonna come back to B because I don't want to taste it and then screw up C, D, E, F, G, and H. So we'll come back to B. Oh, I better make my notes though. B is, it's B for bad. And when I say that, it's no offense to whoever sent it. I love you. Remember that. But at the same time, do you love me? Because why? Malty. Malty. Maybe finished. Maybe a finished malty something. Maybe Texas. Do you know who lives in Texas, Jonathan Cook?
Palate ruiners.
What'd you say?
Palate ruiners.
and all of my exes.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I was in the other part of your brain.
My penis? All right. Glass C. Oh, Virgil Kane, super chat. I don't care what others say. There is nothing better than the last 2 hours of Friday night with Matt Porter. The only way to forget your week. Yeah, it's kind of like watching an episode of Hoarders or an episode of what's the one where the people who are addicted to serious drugs who are about to, then they got to go into the thing with their family.
Full House.
No, not Full House. Damn it. Maybe Full House, like a current day Full House, like Fullest House, but interventions or whatever. Yeah. Kind of like that. You watch me at the end of the week and go, my week wasn't as bad as that guy's face. So, Whiskey Central, I want to see Jonathan Cook's face. Listen. It's beautiful, I'm sure. Glass C. Glass C also super dark. Super dark Glass C. All right.
Possibly up my alley.
Possibly up my ass. It smells so good. See, well, eventually we'll meld together, Conscience, and we'll finish each other's
thoughts.
Yeah.
Drinks.
Oh man. Wesley, this is weird. It is weird, but guess what? It's fun. I don't care. All right. We're gonna taste Glass C. Then I'm gonna taste through the rest of these, and if Mr. Cook is still here, we'll bring him back in a little bit because I need to seriously think about these without my conscience interfering because I need to pick a correct winner here. Do I think that's a good idea?
Absolutely.
All right. DC says weird is what we want. I know. Okay. Wow.
The X-Files was on Friday nights.
All right. I wish I could think out loud what I think of Alec Bradley cigars while I smell this whiskey.
The finest cigars you can buy. And the best sponsor. And knows how to choose a rare character, actually. Generally belongs in the lower right-hand corner or left-hand corner of my screen.
Oh, okay. All right, Conscience. I'm going to give you the boot because I need to seriously think about what I'm drinking, Canadian style. But this is fun. And if you need to leave or whatever, go ahead and just take off. I don't care. But if you're still there, I'm going to bring you back later to see what I think about some stuff.
I'll be thinking the whole time.
Jonathan Cook, everybody. Jonathan Cook, streaming my consciousness. What a great man. Oh. All right. Glass C kind of reminds me of Glass 1. It is oaky. There's a little bit of baked goods, a little bit of baked bread, a little bit of bakery. It's not quite pie crust. It's like a custard. Glass C is like a custard without the dairy icky. It's like if custard were made out of alcohol and oak. You know what I mean? The best kind of custard. I got the look. The I love you look. Even though it was more like this. I think that means dirty thoughts. Wow. Glass C? What on earth? No, it tastes too oaky to be an antique, but it tastes very cherry and very, oh my God. One of these could be an Eagleware 17. I just thought that. Because aren't those 101 proof? I wonder if that, okay, because that is like, still going. Glass C is like, reminds me of Buffalo Trace product, with like a tremendous amount of oak and deliciousness. Whatever is in Glass C is wowzers. Yes. Oh crap! I forgot. Oh, gosh dang it. She's not gonna like this. I'm gonna ask her for a water, but it's okay. C is delish, oaky, cherry, Buffalo Trace? Question? So good. That is so good. I had all the time in the world to prepare for this tonight, and I forgot a water. How did I forget a water? Where's my phone? It's right in front of me. Sorry, I'm missing friggin' chat like crazy. I'm such a jerk. Can you bring being? No, don't correct bring to being. Can you being? That's not even. Come on, Google. Can you bring me a water? Pretty please. Send it. All right. Glass C, phenomenal. Glass A, very good. I can't wait to compare those two because when I was streaming the consciousness, it was hard. They might be similar, but again, I don't know. Glass B, on the other hand, is what I would consider to be not what I love a lot of. 258 people in chat. Thank you so much for being here. Please, everyone, hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. If you do mind, then I understand, and I apologize for asking. If you bring cross, I don't know, what in the world, Keith, are you talking about? I have no clue. Did you beat the Wilderness Trail? Yes, Joseph. Gary Broughton Jr. sent me one. Thank you so much. Oh, it's cold too. You went above and beyond. I love you. Yes, Gary Broughton Jr. sent me one. There was my microphone. It's very good. It is very good. I saw it. I was like, good crap. I'm so excited to see that. And I do really enjoy it. Alrighty. Glass D. We need to move to Glass D. We need to move to the D. And we will do that in a second. All right, Glass D. After a little water to satisfy my palate. Titan Uranus, what's up, dude? Eric Sturgis, sorry late to the show. Enjoying Dixon's new 2XO Phoenix blend. Wonderful. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to get my tiny little hands on it. Cannot wait to get my tiny little hands on it. Jamie Foxx, conscience skill at the Emmett Smith roast is comedy gold. You're watching the Emmett Smith roast? Damn it, DC! I need all of your concentration here. All of your concentration. Or I will have Jonathan Cook invade your brain and tell you things that you didn't even know but that you were thinking. Class D. Ooh. Ooh, Glass D, also D for dark, is glorious. Hold on a second. Time to roll up the sleeves. And if anybody knows anything about ADHD whiskey, when the sleeves are going up, it's because it's about to go down. Oh, familiar smell into a different smell. Little blackberry. Blackberry and chocolate. Weird. I know what I need. I'm going to take a sip of this and I know exactly what I need. Oh, my Atlanta. Holy shit. You guys brought it tonight, too. What on earth is that? I don't even know what bourbons fall in this range. That D is so good. That is oaky and sweet and bakery. It's like a bear claw. Have you ever had a bear claw before? But then you mixed like some sort of fruit into the bear claw. Bear claws don't have fruit, right? I don't know. I'm a cinnamon roll guy. It's like a strawberry twist on a cinnamon roll. Wow. Thank you, Dieter Lang. All right, now I feel at home. Now I feel where I need to be. Glass D is definitely in the running. Glass D is definitely in the running here. It is so stinking good. Cinnamon, fruity, oaky, yummy. In my tummy. All right. So far, we've only had one that I haven't been in love with. And I didn't even taste it. All I had to do was smell it. The haircut's on point. Done by my lady down at friggin' Cost Cutters or whatever it's called. Stuff and whiskey? What's going on? How are you? The Rolex? It's called original grain. I don't even know how much a Rolex cost. Probably more than I can afford, pal. Ferrari. Fast and Furious quote. Zombies are here. That's scary, but I'm glad that you're here. Super glad you're here. Cherry bear claws are a thing. Oh, that sounds fantastic. All right. Letter E. E for evening. Good evening, everybody. There we go. Okay. Happy to smell glass E. It must be the world's top whiskey taster friggin' thing, because this one smells different now. I had a few of them smell kind of close, and that's why I had to put this on. I was a bit worried. Glass E smells maybe a bit younger, maybe a little bit grassier, possibly. Degrassi High, Drake, whatever. Huh. Yeah, sweeter, grassier, younger, kind of a tiny bit of farm to it. Tiny bit of farm. Like corn or tractor. Let's go for a sip. All right. Glass palate and nose connected because younger, farmier, grassier. So I'm very happy when I'm able to like smell or taste some stuff that I can immediately kind of be like, okay, that's not going to be in the running to win. As much as I love fantastic pours, it gets very nerve-wracking having to choose a winner when everything is so good. So it's nice to be able to at least put a couple aside. Glass E is the one of them I'm going to put aside and say that maybe by itself I would enjoy it, or maybe in certain circumstances I would enjoy it, but in this flight tonight, especially coming off of A, C, and D, Glass E, I wonder what that is. Huh. I don't know. Maybe crafty? I'll say craft, maybe? Or small distillery? As a guess? All right, we have F coming up next. That's not Scotch here. Scotch would be a lot maltier, a lot more Band-Aid, or this one's just it tastes craft. There's a weird thing you can kind of put a craft note on something. It just tastes like grain and like mash. It tastes like mash more than it tastes like barrel, and it just tastes like something that would probably benefit from being in a barrel longer than it has been. Stuff and whiskey, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson, yeah. That's like if Drake was boxing in his wheelchair boxing on that TV show. Steve Hilliard, I think these tasters just make up stuff. Oaky chocolate, blueberry, bear claw, cherry, cinnamon. We are making things up. That's the whole name of the game. Because when you smell or taste something, one bourbon tastes different than another bourbon. And how would you describe it? Would you say, oops, my bad. If I tasted glass B, A, and E side by side, and I said, these taste like bourbon, and then I just gave them to other people, they'd be like, well, these taste like three different things because they're wildly different. So how do you describe what is something when it's the same thing as something else in the same category but wildly different? You have to go off of experiences and tastes and smells you've smelled before. So to describe it to somebody, you'd be like, oh, this smells more like this, floral, woody, things like that. So yeah, it is made up, but it's not made up because it's based off of what you have experienced before, and you're just trying to describe it. So if someone were to be like, well, what is the difference? And I'd be like, I don't know, they're just different. And they'd be like, you are amazing. Thank you for telling me. Or I could be like, well, this one reminds me of this, or this one reminds me of that. Kind of like F reminds me of descriptions and sentences that I don't finish. F smells good. Tractory. Can you taste yeast in anything? I don't know. Honestly, that's a great question. I mean, some things. Okay, so here's this. A lot of times after smelling a lot of whiskeys or tasting a lot of whiskeys, I feel like you can, unless there's an overwhelming note, some of them kind of get, they kind of smell yeasty. They kind of do. But at the same time, I don't know if that is actually me smelling the yeast or just something that reminds me of smelling yeast. If that makes sense. But I would love to actually nose different yeast strains and see what smells like what. Glass F has an efficacious dose of Play-Doh. You know what I mean? Maybe like a suboptimal Play-Doh note. But what that means is, to be totally fair tonight, this is totally honest. My palate is working way better than my nose. And I think that's fair to say. Some of these started smelling similar. And then when I got to glass E, or D was it? I was D or E. When I got to glass E, I was like, oh, thank goodness. Like, this smells different. Glass F is kind of back to smelling kind of like A and D did. A little bit different. Oh, wait. Here it comes. All right, I just need a little bit of a break. Wow, lots of cinnamon on F. Maybe a little bit of nuttiness as well. Maybe a little bit of nuttiness. Some of these could be, now that I say that, maybe like a Baker's. Aren't those 107 proof? Maybe a little bit of a Baker's action. Let's go for a taste. Ooh. I was expecting more nuttiness on the palate from the smell, but it's not even. Oh, wait a minute. That's kind of cherry and sweet on the palate. I'm no Cam. I'm not friggin' Drums and Rams. Cameron, I have to finish your stream from last night, but I was just watching you taste through stuff, and I was like thinking this. If I didn't believe in Cam, if I didn't believe in Drums and Rams Cam, if I didn't know he was a hard worker and actually, if I didn't send him blind stuff that he literally figured out when I know for sure he did not know what I sent, then I would say for sure he's a cheater and that he already, dude's a literal whiskey genius. Best palate and that I've ever seen drink whiskey. Phenomenal. If you're not watching Drums and Rams, you need to be. Watch his live stream from last night. I didn't finish, like I fell asleep listening to it, but just his wife poured him whiskey. He figures things out quickly. He's got a very, very good, what do you call it? Ability to pretend like he knows a lot about whiskey. Just kidding. Cam's the best. F is sweet and cherry. It was lighter on the palate than a couple of the first ones I poured. Maybe a little bit younger, possibly, or maybe not cask strength if maybe other ones were. Just was a little bit thinner. So therefore, I'm going to award it a score of just slightly lower than some of the other ones, but it's not out of the running. It's not out of the running. Got to move to G, but before we move to G, I want to look at chat because holy crap, am I behind? Oh, actually, not that far behind. It could be way worse. Mark Amenacker. It's subjective. Taste described by what you recognize, and that is evidently the top. Evidently? Well, that's a word. No, it's just, thank you, Mark, for the super chat. Appreciate it. But no, I mean, I hear tasting notes that are off the wall. Like if I hear like 1970s Goodyear drag radials, I'm like, how in the world? But no, a lot of it's just based off of what your memory, like what pops in your head when you smell it or taste it. And that's all. Mike Ives, for being patient, articulate, and willing to accept a challenge. Oh, and for being friggin' funny. Mike Ives, thank you so much. That's a really, really nice thing. Triple mash? Couldn't be triple mash because it's out of the proof range. It's 101 to 107.9. Eric Sawyer. Super chat from Eric. Oh, almost dropped a glass of G. That would be not good. Eric Sawyer, 41K and just loving all video comments. Thank you, Eric Sawyer. Thank you, Eric. Glass G, also dark. Also dark. Oh no. G smells good. Really good. Matt eats a lot of pastries, so it's true. I used to. I grew up on pastries, William. I ate so many pastries. Not anymore, though. Now all I eat is pasties. Man. G is kind of cola-like. A little bit of like cherry Coke. Reminds me a lot of cherry Coke. Cherry Coke with maybe a bit of, I almost want to say some banana on here. I don't normally get banana notes, so I'm hesitant to call banana if I smell it because maybe it's something different. But kind of like a banana bread, like a banana bread cherry Coke. So take those tasting or nosing notes for what you will. but promising nose down the hatch. Dang, that's good too. Son of a bitch. Very bakery like. The sweet syrupy bread, almost like a French toast. French toast with cinnamon. That nails. That's what that is. It's a French toast with cinnamon. A little bit of golden graham. No, not golden graham. Golden. It's a different golden cereal. Gee, French toast and cinnamon. It's a cinnamon French toast, and very good. Crap. This is going to be a difficult one again. This is going to be a very difficult one again tonight. Okay, now we're into H. H is going to be the final glass to taste with a score in my book. And then I need to use the little boys' room, as Cameron would call it. And maybe while I'm streaming, my stream of conscience will talk to you. Maybe. Last H. What's this? Old Toad. Friggin' Old Toad. Jason C. sent Glass of B in under... What in the world? Oh, and is under a pseudonym. I know what the word pseudonym is and how to read it. And that impressed myself. Thank you for the super chat, Old Toad. I didn't... Oh, Jeff Mahar sent a super chat? Crap. I must have... Dang it, did I miss it? I got Mike Ives. Got Mark Emeneckers. Dang it. Jeff Mahar. I'm the... Oh. No, Jeff. Anderson Silva's the GOAT. But thank you, Jeff. Actually, I had I don't know. There's an intro to a live stream coming soon that talks about Anderson Silva being the GOAT, possibly, and maybe other GOATs of other different sports. I'm still living Mile High, Joseph. What proof tonight? David Werner. This is 101 to 107.9. The middleweight championship. AB Cigars. Alec, how are you doing, dude? I'm going to call you tomorrow because you told me the next time I'd call you is after the Silva fight, but no, that's not going to be true. I'm going to call you beforehand. Alec, I love you. And I miss talking to you on the phone already. Me and Alec have had some long conversations about lots of stuff. And... you know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Holy crap. This smells familiar in a phenomenal way, but I'm not sure why. Okay, I'm super interested in this. Matt, shut your mouth and think about this smell. H is glorious. The color is super dark, just like most of these. Black cherry. The music is driving me nuts, to be fair. To be fair, the music should shut its mouth. It can't be an Old Fitz. Old Fitz is 100 proof. This is 101 proof plus. Wow. H is like... my word. There's a slight citrus to it. Oh, this music's better. It's less aggressive. Coach Cameron were here so I could have him smell it and tell me what it is. Oh, man. It smells like a cereal. Like a cereal in a bowl of milk, but I can't quite put my finger on which one. It's like a spicy alcoholic Apple Jacks. Kinda. Yeah, I could say that. But like I said, I'm trusting my palate way more than my nose tonight. For some reason, some nights are like that. And gotta be honest when those nights happen. But I'm gonna put glass H down the hatch to find out where it's gonna sit in this flight here. Wow, that's good. It's good, but it didn't hit as hard as I thought it was going to hit. And 107 proof bourbon can only hit so hard, but some of these have hit harder. It's super sweet. Like the what's the right way to put it? It's like a complete bourbon. Like everything is together perfectly. Everything is like, there's no jagged points. There's nothing that's throwing you off. There's nothing like, it's like a completed, melded together, like what you want to sip when you're sipping whiskey. Like this is so good. I don't know if it's the best thing in this flight, but it's just, cohesive. I think that's the word, cohesive. Pretty happy with that word. Pretty happy with the word cohesive. H is very, very good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little note in my book about H and how difficult this flight's going to be to score. H is cohesive. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 8 of them are going to compete for the top. That's too much. But at the same time, not enough. So what I'm going to do, I need to use a little boys' room. But while I do that, I'm going to put my conscience on the spot, and he can tell you whatever. My conscience can tell you whatever it needs to tell you about what's going on in my life or whatever. So 1 second. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go.
That is an immense amount of trust. He's already dropped his microphone. He can't even reply. All right. Obviously, I don't want to take over his channel, but there are a couple things that his conscience needs to clear up. I don't think he's here this evening, but to the plague doctor, I apologize for every time you were called the plaque doctor. I love Matt. G's are not Q's. He will eventually know that. Sorry, Bev. Other than that, hopefully he will still have his notebook when he comes back. I'm having to look at 2 different screens in order to see if there's any reply, or if this is even being heard, because I'm in a vacuum. (101 to 107.9) is the proof range. Thank you, Whiskey Central. And we're back. And our hands are not dry.
Sorry about that. That was, again, I had a lot of time to prepare for tonight, but then I didn't use the bathroom before. My bad. I have no idea what my conscience said to you while I was gone, but hopefully it wasn't too embarrassing. Who knows? My mom says you're great, Jonathan. So that means that he didn't say the F word. That's pretty good.
I try not to.
But if you have to, you would, right?
F, yeah.
God. Oh my goodness gracious. Buy towels. No, it's just put towels on the towel rack, Mark. It's not that I need to buy them. It's just I need to actually put them on the towel rack. And if you have children between the ages of 5 and 6 like me, guess what happens to towels on the towel rack? They get gross. Like, what happened to that towel? And they're like, I don't know. I sneezed in it. And I'm like, what? That's not even the color of sneeze. Why is it back on the rack? You know what I mean? Oh, Jacob's Well. I want one of those so bad. Mr. Jonathan Cook, have you had a Jacob's Well, the Hardins Creek Jacob's Well yet?
I have not.
I have. It's very good.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna read. Do you remember my favorites, Conscience? Do you remember which ones were my favorites, or you look at my book?
I'm pretty sure you're going to have to look at your book, or I can cheat and think I believe B.
B was bad. Remember?
No. Okay, sorry. A, D, and F. See, Cheech and I agree at least on 2 of them.
All right, my book. See here. I think B gets moved to the back. I will taste B. I promise I will taste B. I just don't want to taste it while I'm because B is what some doctors would consider to be
not good. Not up your alley. I'm sorry. I don't mean to judge.
So let's see. A was good. I liked A. I thought that C was great and tremendous. C and A, so good. D was definitely a winner. I like D a lot. E was what I thought was going to be not the winner. So back of the line for you, E. F. Ooh, I think I put F. Okay, so G and H, growth hormone, are here and here. So that's good. That's good that I think I've ruled out E and B. That's pretty good, I would say. I think. What would you say, Conscience?
I would agree with myself.
That's good. All right, let's see. A, B, bad. D, okay. All right. I'm going to taste what I think is going to be in 6th place. Should I do that? Or should I taste? No, that's a bad idea. We've already been through this. It's difficult.
Do I taste the thing that will ruin it for everybody else, or do I not taste the thing and declare a winner before tasting one of the things?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Just go with my gut. I want to find out which one is the best. Damn it. Before I find out which one comes in 6th place. Right? That's a smart option. Smart option. If I were an offensive coordinator, I would say that's the best option. And then Aaron Rodgers would shake his head at me and tell me I need to smoke ayahuasca, if that's how you do ayahuasca. All right. I know, I got a book. I do have a book. Geez. Your conscience just said free whiskey to all. Did you say that? Free whiskey to everybody?
No, sir.
So there's a liar in chat. Tommy D. I think I need to get to know your conscience better. Probably. I don't even know my conscience that well, but I do know him well enough to just let him say whatever he wants. Kind of like this.
Well, my mom was here, so I knew it wasn't going to go that bad.
Let's see how well my conscience knows me while I nose glass C again. What is... How long did it take me to get to school on the school bus in the morning as a child? Conscience.
15 minutes.
You don't even know me. It's an hour. An hour.
It felt like 15 minutes in your subconscious. That's where I live.
Solid move. Solid move. So I thought that C was like my favorite going into this. But when I go back to the nose, actually, you know what? I thought that the nose might not have been the best. But when I tasted it, it's the taste that blew me away. All right. Uphill both ways. It wasn't okay. I was the first one to get picked up in the morning and the last one to get dropped off at night. First and last. We go from 4 to 4, bitches. And then an hour past 4 because of the bus. So, all right. Glass seat on the hatch. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. You know what happens when you go back to something, Jonathan Cook?
A return.
I'm sorry, I interrupted myself.
A return. When
Yeah.
you go back to something.
I returned, but I got interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. Because when I tasted C, I was like, oh my porter. But then I went back to C after a little bit of a break, and guess what?
Not so, oh my porter.
But it's still good. But it's just not like
They are all welcome.
right up my ass, you know?
They are all welcome and very good. They're just not all as good as each other.
Correct. If you guys are unfamiliar with Jonathan Cook's work, he has done voiceovers for like every major network, television. Fucking, this guy's an amazing. Like, to have him on my stream is like hilarious because he's so accomplished in his career. Mr. Cook, thank you so much for even humoring me to do something like this. You're a great guy.
That is old news as far as what was, but welcome and happy to do it.
Are you saying that you're a has-been? Don't you say that. Or did I say that?
Well, wait, now you're my conscience.
Oh, yeah. See, you know what? Welcome to my world. Who knows what's happening around here? I did drive a bus, Nick, but it wasn't a school bus. Mark Amenecker has watched the language. Did I say a bad word? I don't think I did.
Neither of us.
Did I say like major network television and then boom? Bad words? Wow. Glass A. Heavy oak, molasses, and thick with how many C's?
3 C's still, sir.
That's correct. Ooh. Oh, party in my pants. Oh my gosh. Crap. This is going to be hard. Man, oh man. What I like to do, my favorite thing to do, is to keep Jonathan Cook awake all night. And Shayla, because she said she'd track super chats. So what I'm doing here tonight is just making this thing last forever. Which is a first for me. Because normally, how long does it take, Mr. Conscience?
3 C's.
3 seconds. Pretty close. D. Let's go to D. it's a whiskey tornado. Look at it go. Actually, I can't say that. Whiskey Tornado is an actual whiskey channel on YouTube. Lance. So it's a whiskey. What's another word for tornado? Or oh boy, crap.
Spinny storm.
Spinny storm. It's a whiskey spinny storm.
Cyclone.
Cyclone. Thank you, Google. Crap. All right. Oh, 3 shits. I don't. Dang it. There goes that was the top off of the whiskey for sure. Jonathan Cook did a voiceover for a friggin' movie theater in King of Queens, my favorite TV show of all time. And he sent me that clip, and I had to watch it, so I subscribed to Peacock TV just so I could watch that episode of King of Queens. Loved it. Do you remember, Conscience, what it was about, that episode? What you had to say in that?
If memory serves, Doug leaves her to basically fend for herself when he should have manned up and sort of stood there for her.
Right. So they were on an airplane and the oxygen masks fell.
Yes.
And Doug took the oxygen mask first and was like, instead of giving her hers. And it was the whole thing about him not taking care of her like he should. Jonathan Cook appeared in that episode. That makes me feel so much like I know Doug Heffernan, pretty much. Happy Halloween. Where's your pumpkin? I'm not like, I don't know if I need to do this, but it's literally right there.
If only I had lit it up.
If only you what?
Well, I was being you and saying I, but if only you had lit it up is what
If
I meant.
if only I had lit it. That's correct. See what it's like to be inside my brain? See, me and my conscience, we'll get this together. This is the first time ever this has happened. So we're a bit what some people would consider to be, if we were being diagnosed by a professional, it would be probably not great, to be fair. But at the same time, kind of like it. Ophidian, did you dream of your bourbon YouTube channel while driving school bus? I didn't drive a school bus. I drove a friggin' county bus. And yes, I did. Yes, I did. I thought about it a lot. I was living with my mother-in-law at the time, and she didn't even allow me to have whiskey in the house. I was a loser. Still a loser. Oh, heat's being turned on. Couldn't be less than 70 degrees in here, but that's fine. Wow, that's loud. What's the temperature at in here? What? Well, what's it at? What? 60 something? That's not a temperature. What did you turn it up to? 69? For any specific reason? Should I end this quickly? No? Okay. Oh, shit. I still love you. It's okay. It'll shut off in a second or a minute. I still love you lots, even though I shouldn't turn it off quick. All right. Well, all right. There's that. Picks me up and lets me down. That's fine. It's just a little bit of just a furnace. Wow, my conscience I can't even hear my conscience over the furnace.
I'm not speaking. Can you hear me now?
Is my conscience there?
Can you hear me now?
Fucking nothing. I gotta turn up my speakers.
We're doing a cell phone commercial suddenly.
Still nothing. All right. Function, volume. All right. You're at level 40 now, conscience, which is pretty high.
I'll try to be tame.
Man, oh man. Russell's Rick House, good or not? Dude, I haven't had it. I don't get that kind of stuff around here. I do not get it. Not a prison bus, Andrew Webster. I drove junkies from friggin' town to their house, okay? And other people who didn't have great transportation. Okay, so ADC. Okay, G. I thought G was really good, and H. All right, I got to kick my conscience out for a minute. There's so much happening with the furnace and me thinking, but my conscience will be back to tell me if I'm a stupid idiot or if I'm so super smart. Unless, of course, my conscience wants to go to bed, in which case, totally understand.
Your conscience will be here.
No idea what my conscience said. See, this was an idea that I had after my live stream last week, and I was like, hey, conscience, we should talk to each other during my live stream next week. Didn't know how it would turn out, and I love it. I love it so much. I want to go to G. Have a good rest, conscience. Oh, wow. G's so good. Oh, my gosh. What in the fudge? Ah. G, I said French toast cinnamon. It's so there. But my gosh, dang it. The entire experience is so good. It's so hard to think with a furnace in your ear. Do I want my family to be warm? Obviously. Do I wish it were like maybe not as loud? You know what? They put it in the garage, and I put myself in the garage. It's my fault. I started the van the other day without the defroster on, and we got in the van with my 2 children to bring them to school. And my 6-year-old's like, hey, windshield's still frozen. And I was like, totally understand, because that sucks. And then she was like, we should start parking the van in the garage. You need to find somewhere else to work. So there's that. Thanks, 6-year-old, for telling me what to do with my life. She doesn't have a clue. You know what I mean? She doesn't have a clue. Frank, what are you talking about, Frank? I have no idea what you're talking about. Gee, Mictors? I don't think any of them are Mictors. Oh, Nosmerk. My conscience says, wake up your wife. History says, no, bad idea. History's correct on that. Do not wake up your wife. Because don't do that. Bad idea. Bad idea. Will it help turn off the music? I can't even hear the music. My mom just wants the music off. She hates the music. That's fine. We'll switch it up. A little switcheroo. All right, so this is where I'm at here. A, D, G. Where did C go? Where did I put C? Oh, right after G, obviously. H. Crap. All right, so I have to taste H. The top 5 are going to be very close. The top 5 are going to be so close. Okay. Oh, H. The nose on H is throwing me for a toasted loop. Oh, on the nose. On the nose, I have a guess on H. This is weird. And it happened 2 weeks ago. My mom says, jazz, please. I'm not a DJ, mother. I have 3 songs. Mom. Jazz, please. Oh my, you know what? We're just going to shut it off. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Mom, I love you so much. Oh, can you play Calendar Girl? Oh. All right. H. Okay, good. Good. H does not belong in the top 4. Let's try F. Okay. I think I have the top 4 narrowed down. I don't think F is going to be in the top 4. I don't think H is. What's funny about this is this happened a couple weeks ago and it's happening again. I tasted through all of them a couple weeks ago, and then when I started going back to them after taking just a little bit of break, I started to pick things up. I'm like, oh, that's like a Jim Beam. That's like all of a sudden my palate woke up. It's like my palate got a second wind. And that's exactly what just happened. When I tasted H and F, it's like my palate was like, oh, shoot. The friggin', like I poked it with the, what do you call it? Starts with an E. Not endorphins. Makes your heart beat faster. You know what I'm talking about. It's like my palate got poked with that. It woke my palate up with smelling salts, and now my palate is ready to rock and roll out of nowhere. I still think it's funny that I put a glass in last place I didn't even taste yet, which is epinephrine. Yes. Epinephrine. You guys are so smart. You're so stinking smart. I'm not a DJ mother. Best quote to date. Free bird. Can I get some Tom Petty? I'm running down a dream. Never would have come to me. Working on a mystery. Going wherever it leads. Running down a dream. That's a good song. That's a good song. Mom, I love you. That was okay. That might be my favorite comment that I've gotten in a very, very adrenaline. Also, exactly what I'm talking about. JJ. I wish I could play Kasha. Lucas. Maybe next week we'll just play Kasha and just hope that the YouTube gods have mercy on my soul. Because wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my jacket out the door. Gonna hit this city. ADGC. This is so much fun. Where's the meatloaf? My mom makes. Wait, Mom, do you make meatloaf? No. Eric's mom makes meatloaf. My mom doesn't even mess around with meatloaf. Wake up in the morning feeling like Matt Porter. Got my cell phone out. Gonna make this Grubhub order. In private chat, my conscience said electrodes. It's not electrodes. You don't. Okay, but I could see that. I could definitely see that. I'm hoping that I'm on the right path here. My conscience is, or my palate is actually correct because I feel very good about this. Oh, don't drop it, man. Let's see. Wow. All right. This is funny. On C, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm not afraid to be embarrassed. I've been embarrassed several times in my life, mostly in the bedroom, but in the garage, a bit fewer times, but I'm willing to be embarrassed. Glass C, initially, I thought was delicious oaky cherry Buffalo Trace. And the first time I tasted it, I was like, is that Eagle Rare 17? And you remember me saying that. And if you don't remember me saying that, it's been recorded and you can go back and see it. So I did say it. So I'm not afraid to admit it because I already said it. I actually think that C is probably an Antique 107. It's got the Buffalo Trace profile. I don't know what carried that finish on, that oaky finish for so long. What was wait, I tasted it after B, right? No, I tasted it after A. So A I said was heavy oak, molasses, and thick. Then I thought C was an Eagleware 17, but I didn't taste C after A this time. I tasted C separately, and it didn't have that super long oaky. So what happened was A had an influence on C, which happens in a big flight like this. Unless, of course, you're Cam from Drums and Drams, in which case you just compute it. And like your algorithm in your brain. I think Cam's a robot, by the way. But I think in this case, what happened was I still had some like reminiscent oak on the palate from glass A. And when I tasted the next one, which was glass C, because I skipped glass B because B was bad, I think that oakiness was still there and it made me think it was better than it was. So if I were to recommend anything, I would say whatever's in glass A is very good and whatever's in glass C is very good. But if you had both bottles, I would drink A and then I would drink C and make C that much better. But in this case, I think C is probably an Antique 107. Unless, of course, it's Eagleware 17 and I was right the first time, but I wasn't. So I'm going to say Antique 107. If you're just joining tonight, which you're probably not, 233 people here. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We're doing a giveaway for my 8-year, 4-month Backbone Bourbon MGP pick, which is coming out soon. I think it was just bottled. I don't have a release date on it yet, but if you win the giveaway tonight, I will send it directly to your home. It is what some doctors would call Slippin' Jimmy. And if I can find the friggin' sticker, I'll show you it. Mom, you're right. The music off makes me think way better. Boom. That's a Slippin' Jimmy sticker. It's for a Backbone Bourbon, 8-year, 4-month-ish MGP bourbon. It's an oaky son of a gun. It's super good, super nice. I had Backbone Bourbon send me a second sample of it because I was just like, I don't know. It was so good, but it was so good in like an oaky way that I'm like, I need more of it. Can you send me more of it? And they sent me more because they're super, super nice people. And I'm very happy with it. It's an 8-year, 4-month, 121.5 proof MGP bourbon with a 21% rye mash bill. And it's called Slippin' Jimmy. And at the end of the stream, if you are selected randomly with a $5 super chat, you will win a bottle. But first, I need to pick a winner here. I just tasted C. Let's go back to G and D. Gosh dang. Ooh. When you start doing the side-by-sides say a lot. G and D. G. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have liked C more than G. Let's go to D. Okay. This is getting down and dirty. We are getting down and dirty here. Alex says, I had the Justin's House of Bourbon Backbone pick, which is great. So the Justin's pick, I have the same bottle. There is something so crazy in that bottle. I don't know what it is. And me and Cheech talk about it like back and forth all the time. He has the same one. And Alec, if you have one, I'd like to hear your opinion. There's such a weird ass note in that bottle that I don't dislike. I like it. But I'm like, what is it? There's such a weird note. The last time I tasted it, I thought it was like a cappuccino. I'm like, is that a cappuccino? So weird. But very good. I don't think mine has any cappuccino notes. It's more heavy oak. Seth Wilson, $10 super chat with nothing to say. If my conscience had to say a super chat for Seth Wilson, what would it say? What would Seth Wilson say?
Boy, that C is very lucky that A lingered onto it.
That's very true. That's very true. what? And he's so ready. That my conscience is so ready. Music off is always best. Sipping on JD's Distillery Series Heavy Toast Rye. Wow, I agree. Review coming soon. The maple one, I don't think is as good. The Heavy Toast Rye is very good. Brett Buffum, you're right. Friggin' Buffum. And then one, wow, why? Dang it. Conscience, can you read this name for me? Because I can't do it. Hold on. Conscience.
One like antihero.
Oh, snap. Gotta get it on a sipping Jimmy's. I mean, Jimmy. The zero is what did it. One like anti-hero zero. Okay. Thank you, Conscience. That actually helped a lot. I request sample B and some Kesha. Sample B. Oh, the one I haven't tasted yet. Still haven't tasted it. There's going to be some to send for sure. And then Kevin Mathis. Can you play some jazz for my mom? I love you. Wait, hold on a second. I need to make sure my mom's still here and I didn't hurt her feelings. My mom's sensitive and I can hurt her feelings very easily. So, Mom, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I love you. I need to know this. Are you still here? And yes or no, did I make you cry when I mentioned the jazz comment? I hope I did not. Alex says, I don't cow what that note is, but I killed it in 2 weeks. Alec. What a freaking gangster. Colt 45 and 2 Zigzag says, just wanted to say how much I enjoy your new blind sample reviews. Also super jelly of that Russell's Reserve pick. It's getting some high praise. Really? There weren't too many bottles. I think there was like very few. I can't wait to taste. I haven't even tasted it yet. But thank you for the super chat. Oh, she laughed so hard she was crying. That makes sense. That sounds like her. All right. We got to go to A. That makes some decisions, some tough decisions. A and D. That was loud. I'm sorry. They hit my microphone. Damn. Crap. I think at the very beginning, I tasted A, I skipped B. I tasted C, and I tasted D. I might be incorrect here. I might have said C and A, but I think maybe D and A. I thought I said that I wanted to taste D and A together. Man, D and A are very similar. Crap. This is hard. This is so hard. What time? It's only 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock, and geez, I feel like I have to use the little boys' room again. I drank a ton of water today. When you're on a weight loss journey, when you're trying to lose a bunch of weight, what you do is just drink water because it fills you up and you don't eat as much. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens when you're supposed to live stream and you have to pee twice in an hour. Lucas, play some Savage Garden. Oh, crap. What is Savage Garden? Savage Garden is... like a chicken cherry cola. Is that it? Is that Savage Garden? I want to eat bam bam. I want to be went down by them like a chicka cola. Is that Savage Garden? It might be. It might be. We need a D to an A test. A DNA test. Wait, I just did that. It's a good point. G. Crap. G was French toast cinnamon. All right. Savage Garden is how you lose viewers? Oh, hopefully I didn't sing it. It's tasty. All right. All right. I think I have a porter order. Here. Yeah, I do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reveal slowly from least favorite to favorite. But when I get to my favorite, shoot, I shouldn't do that. That's not true either. That's not very good because there'll only be 2 people left. I need to determine a winner before I get there. So I'm gonna smell D. I want to run with you. That must be a song. Yeah, I can't. For the nose. Okay, I'm gonna do what I did, and then give me 10, 20, 30 seconds. Conscience, if you're okay, I can't help it. I'm super sorry. I drank like a gallon of water today, and I want to do this correct. So I'll be right back. But Conscience, if you're still here, I'm going to bring you in just to tell everybody what I'm thinking while I'm just, doing what I do.
All right, we're still honing this bit, so we haven't established subconscious and conscience necessarily. And I don't want to do too much because obviously you're not here for me. You're here for him, which is me, if I'm his conscience and his subconscious. We don't have a porter order yet. I'm just going to fill for a while so you don't have dead air and dead camera. Our sponsor is sideways and in the back right, sort of, but Alec is in chat. If you enjoy cigars, Alec Bradley is the place to go. I have to look at a different device to see what you're saying. Thank you. I am not going to... Lucas, I don't know what a subconscious fart sounds like. I'm sorry, but it is an excellent ethical question. Well, if I have a drink, then we'll both be slurring. We only want one of us, maybe, to do that. We don't want it, but it happens. Oh, well, if on the first time we do this, if I guess what he's going to say and I'm way off, then I'm an idiot on top of everything. But we had what were A, C, G, and F were his favorites? No. His conscience is having trouble also. Thank goodness the real thing's back. Please enjoy your porter order.
Sorry about that. I don't know. It's just tonight. I'm super sorry. That just happened twice tonight. No idea what my subconscious said because I heard him when I was leaving that I might have been incorrect about my wording. Hold on. Mr. Mr. Conscience, is it subconscious? Is that what I should have been saying, is
Oh,
subconscious?
I was not necessarily correcting the situation. I was just saying we were blurring the lines, whether it's a conscience, which would be telling you whether you've done something correct or incorrect, or a subconscious, which would be the thoughts you're having without really thinking about them.
No idea.
You enjoy your whiskey.
All right, here we go. My subconscious or conscience is very smart, and he seems like a very good person, and I trust him. For some weird reason, I trust him. So here we go. He was talking about farts. Son of a bitch. All right, let's do this. Let's do the reveal. In last place, I'm super sorry. In last place, based off of, I didn't even taste it. It's just the nose. I don't even have, I'll taste it, but this is just, oh. Oh. The best decision I've ever made on this. We've been live. We've been doing this for 3 years. For 3 years. Some would say the best decision I ever made on this channel was to chill out a little bit and not get like super shit-faced every time I made a video so I could continue to make videos. That would be pretty close. But the best decision I ever made was not to drink B before I drank everything else. Because what on earth is that? Oh, goodness gracious. Number 4. The name of the game was this. This is a challenge I sent out to Patreon. If you think you have the best whiskey in this proof range, then sign up for that proof range. If you think you have the whiskey that can beat every other whiskey, in my eyes, what I like in this proof range, let me have it. Somebody, number 4, whoever it is, I still love you. Just a little bit less. Frank C. Oh, shit. Frank C sent me 4 ounces of whatever the heck is in here. Frank, I love you so much. What did I say about it? Where's my thing? Frank, I said, bad malty finished ? Texas ? 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. I do not like this. It's not that it's not my favorite. This is something that I would not drink. So I'm sorry, Frank. I love you so much. The other 2 ounces I'm going to send to probably Sean from the Bourbon Junkies, and I will label it William LaRue Weller 2022. Dylan Thomas reading poetry needs to be Matt's away message. Is Dylan Thomas reading friggin'? Some would say getting Schleimered every video was the best decision. No, that was a bad decision. I went back and watched some stuff. Not great. Okay, so this is very heavy. There's a bunch of stuff in here. A lot. Someone say this is a lot. It's double-sided. Frank C. Sorry, Frank. I love you still, but okay. I'm trying to Spectre. California straight bourbon whiskey. finished in Napa Valley Desert wine cask, 103 proof. So I kind of figured it was like some sort of, there goes the furnace again. I thought it was some sort of like a craft distillate or something. California straight bourbon whiskey from Spectre. Not Sabre or Sabre, but Spectre. I actually questioned if it might be finished. Wow, furnace going full blast. 103 proof. Spectre. Spectre. All great creations can be deconstructed into equal parts of the what and the why. The what is an exquisite bourbon unique to the world. Our classic mash, sourced from grains nurtured by the California sun, was aged in new American white oak barrels, charred to a number 4. The grand finale, finishing in Napa Valley Desert wine casks. We're confident you will enjoy this product with the same intense pleasure we experienced in making it. And there's the why, a passion for our craft and belief in something bigger than ourselves. Did you know that whiskey makers over history have sworn that specters of distillers past accompanied them on their quest for greatness? We hear their whispers too and have vowed fidelity. Now their spirit, our spirit, is with you here. Can you feel it? Savor your specter. How about no? Super sorry. How much did that cost? Again, I love you, Frank. Super sorry. I do love you. You're amazing. Thank you for being a patron. That was bad. That's bad. That's not good. Hey, listen, Spectre or whatever, Spectrum, internet, whatever, not $90. Oh my gosh. Frank C., I love you. I do love you. I feel like Frank C. just wanted to get rid of his bottle. I feel like Frank C. was just like, you know what? That's enough of that. Here's 4 ounces, Matt. That says a lot. Bad. That's okay. All right. I love you. Next one. Glass E. Glass E is in 7th place and is way better, way better than that. Like this isn't in the same ballpark as last place, but still not my favorite. Glass E. Glass E is number 5. Number 5. Oops, dropping stuff. Belongs to Nate Duncan. Nate Duncan is in 7th place tonight. And I said, what? E. Glass E was younger, farmier, grassier, craft distillery, small distillery, I said, possibly, question mark. and this is, I could drink this. I literally couldn't drink 8th place. That Spectre stuff is not something I could drink. But in glass E, yeah. All right. Nate Duncan. Really? Okay. Well, this gives me hope. So, Glass E in 7th place was an Ezra Brooks Distillers Collection 107 proof Arizona Bourbon Society pick. So all I said was it was younger, grainier, farmier than the rest. But I could still drink it. It's not like it's a bad whiskey. I just couldn't place it above 7th place. So an Ezra Brooks pick, 107 proof from Arizona, from Nate Duncan in 7th place. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to do the next 3 reveals. Before we get to the top 3, I'm going to do the giveaway. So 5 minutes. It's 10:18 mounted. That's not a word. Mountain time. So 10:23 Mountain time, 12:23 Eastern time is the cutoff for super chats for the giveaway. I'm giving away an 8-year, 4-month-ish Backbone Bourbon MGP pick called Slippin' Jimmy. 5 more minutes and then we're done with the giveaway so that Shayla can go to bed. Thank you, Shayla, for tracking super chats. I truly appreciate it. In 5th place, Glass F. Mounter time. Yeah, mounter time. Wait, there might be a switch up. There might be a switch up here. It's the last second. F. H. Crap. There's a switch up. H has a finish on it that I'm just not sure of. So F and H are interchangeable, but tonight I'm putting F in front of H, and H in 5th place is number 8. And number 8, did I just drop a bunch of them? I did. 3, that's not it. 3, 7, 6, 8. Oh, crap. Justin Medeiros. Dang it. Justin Medeiros, number 8, is in 5th place, or 7th, 8th, 6th place. Right? I did that right. Dang, I keep doing that. Sorry, that's super loud I know. Justin Medeiros. Oh, it's a sticky note. Oh, shit. Are you serious? Wow. All right. All right. Well, H. 8. All right. I'm going to take this glass and pour it in a sample bottle, whatever's left, for a 1 ounce Wednesday because obviously whatever is in here did not translate to a blind flight. Unless it did. I don't know. I feel like a dumb, but the reason I do this is because I'm not afraid to look stupid. Damn. I'm sorry, Justin. This is a 1996 split label Wild Turkey, 101 proof, 12 year. But in this flight, it does not taste 12 years old and does not taste special. In this flight, this bourbon tastes average. It just tastes average. And I just tasted it after knowing what it was, trying to process like a little bit of dustiness or a little bit of turkeyness or a little bit of amazingness. In this flight, for some reason, it did not stand out. But I'm going to take H. I'm going to pour it in a sample bottle for 1 ounce Wednesday. It's going to put in the box. And one of these Wednesdays, it'll get chosen. I'll review it without knowing what it is. And it'll be a totally honest blind review. So, Whiskey Ride the Bourbon Guy, Justin, thank you so much for sending that. That's an incredible sample to send. But in this flight, it didn't stand out as special. For some reason. I don't know why. Holy crap. One of my favorite pours of all time. Yeah. Let me say this. Obviously, when I saw what it was, people can say that, like, things are scripted ahead of time or, like, things are meant to be ahead of, like, I get that sometimes. People message me or send me people send me direct messages or email me and they tell me that shit's scripted or like, there's no possible way that I'll put a 96 split label Turkey 101 aged 12 years that far down my ranking. Like, I wouldn't do it. Like, in my mind, that's something that should be phenomenal. And I'm sure that it is. But in this blind flight tonight, what letter was it, by the way? I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel bad. But at the same time, it's the way it works. It's the way it works. All right, 5th place. Let's go to 5th place. Because I switched H and... Oh, you know what? That's maybe what happened. Was that H? Yeah. It could have been No, I don't know. I keep tasting them and then I put F in front of it. Let's find out what F is because that's going to make me look really dumb. F is number 3. F is a bit fruitier, a bit sweeter. I don't know if there's much oak on it or not, but it's very good. Number 3. And 3 is 2, 6, 7, 3. Adam Skapurek. Adam S. is in 5th place. Adam S. Get out of there. I feel bad. That turkey, that 12-year turkey from 90. Wow. I can't believe that it finished that low. Like, that's going to haunt me. That's going to haunt me. Like, bad. Conscience or subconscious. Can you tell me how big of an idiot I am for placing a 96 Wild Turkey 101 12-year in 6th place in this flight? Please let me know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, a 4. You didn't know what it was.
If I were self-deprecating and hated myself for it, what would I tell myself?
I mean, Idiot. Friggin' could have nailed it. I'm a 9 out of 10 moron.
And when's the next time I should have... never mind. That's a bad question. Forget about that one. We'll come back. Gee. All right. 5th place. All right. So in 5th, wow, okay. In 5th place from Adam S is a 107.4 proof 15-year Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's a 3-chord. It's a 3-chord whiskey drummer, 107.4 proof, 15-year batch 3. 3-chord whiskey drummer batch 3. I flip-flopped those in the last second. So there's that. There is that. Where in the hell do they source that from? 15-year 3-chord whiskey drummer. Small batch. I wonder where they get that from Kentucky. Is that Barton? Is that Barton? I don't know. No time to tell. No time to tell. Right, subconscious?
Absolutely.
All right. And 6 plus 7 equals
13.
He's literally just sitting there waiting for me to say it. That's incredible. I owe him so much. Like, he's like, that's what on call is all about. Like, hey, you're on call. So like, I don't know. That makes me so fun. That's so funny. That makes me so happy to understand that he's my conscience or subconscious is just like right. That's so funny. I'm afraid to move on. But 4th place is Glass G. That's good. G is number 7. And number 7, the funny thing is I have 3 envelopes and 4 glasses, so I dropped one somewhere. But in 4th place is Ryan Macaulay, like Macaulay Culkin. Can my subconscious name 3 Macaulay Culkin movies?
Home Alone, Home Alone 2, and a not Home Alone movie starring Macaulay Culkin.
Nailed it. Freaking nailed it. He was in a Macaulay Culkin was in a series. Shoot, what the heck is it? American Horror Stories. He was in American Horror Story season. 4th place is wow. Oh my gosh. I wonder if all these are that. These might all be that. Holy shit. I didn't even think about this. I saw a bottle of this today and I almost purchased it. But I was like, I have like a half bottle and a half bottle. Like, I don't want to buy another one, but like maybe I should buy another one because I kind of want a bottle of it for the future just to hang on to. I wonder how many of the top 4 is this bottle. Because it was my 2021 Whiskey of the Year. Sam Houston 15-year Arizona Batch 3, 103 proof. Holy crap. I didn't even think of that. Shiza. Matt, World's Top Whiskey Taster. Love your channel. Thanks for all the laughs. For better or worse, you are my hero. You are my hero. I don't have one of those cameras where you can do this and it just like automatically focuses on it because I'm about a few grand short of that. But it says my hero with 3 underlines, which is incredible. Damn. Thank you so much. That was a great pour. The top 3, who knows? All right. Before we do the top 3, let's do the giveaway. Shayla, how many numbers do we have in the giveaway tonight? Gravity Tractor. Oh, thank you so much. That is my wrestling name. That is my wrestling name. Friggin' Sam Houston. All right, let's do the giveaway, then we'll do the top 3. Top 3, in no particular order, are ACD. In no particular order. William, California, right? I love you guys too. This is so much fun. You're the best, you friggin' legend. Just happy to be here. Thanks for doing this I wouldn't stop. I love it. I would do this for 4 people or 1 person. How many people? Let's see here. I gotta ask my subconscious a fun question. What is subconscious? If you're still here, what is the best Back to the Future movie? 1, 2, or 3?
1 is half a movie.
What do you mean?
It ends going into the second movie. No, 2. 2 is half a movie. 2 stops in the middle. They like literally in the middle. So 2 can't be a full movie.
You totally get me. You totally get me. This is exactly why I have my subconscious on this. This is exactly how I think. Should I eat 2 boiled eggs or 1 protein bar?
Take the yolks out, do the eggs.
I feel like that's part of me. 71 entries. All right. Thank you, Shayla. Thank you, subconscious, Jonathan Cook. 71 entries. Let's do this thing. Chris needs, my wife needs her feet rubbed? She needs her feet rubbed? What time did she say that? A half hour ago? I'm totally fudged. All right. Let's do, babe, if you're watching, which I hope you're not, I will rub those feet so hard. But first of all, we have a giveaway. Sound on. Choose a random number between 1 and 71. It says 64. 64. So whoever 64 is, I will happily purchase a bottle of my Slippin' Jimmy Backbone Bourbon Pick and have it delivered directly to your door. Unless, of course, you live in a state which that can't happen, in which case it will be delivered to my door and then delivered to your door. But thank you, Shayla, for keeping track of super chats. Dig it so much. All right. I don't get to rub anything anyway, Ophidian. 3rd place is Glass C, which belongs to number 6, which is the one I thought at first could have been an Eagle Rare 17, and then kind of dumbed it down to a Weller 107 pick or some kind. It's very good though. It is very good. C, number 6. 3 drinks down. Woo! 3 drinks down. You are the winner. Hey, 3 drinks down. Email me ADHDwhiskey@gmail.com. Let me know what address I need to pump in to Bourbon Outfitters to get you a bottle of that when it drops. And I will do it immediately. 266. All right. So I have 3 glasses and 2 envelopes. Thankfully, we're not to the problem yet. So, in third place, Mark Emenecker. Mark Emenecker, I love you. You're very tall and you look like you can run so many miles. And I'm very envious of you. You wore an upside down pineapple t-shirt to the Bourbon Junkies event, not knowing what it means. And I appreciate that. And you kept wearing it after you knew what it meant. I appreciate that too. Mark Emenecker, the bronze medalist, sent. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Well, Mark, I love you. And I have a problem. I have a problem. I was going to pour the rest of your sample into a 1 ounce Wednesday glass, but there's that. Everybody in chat, if there were a Buffalo Trace product in the 101 to 107.9 proof range that initially I thought were an Eagle Rare 17, but then downgraded to an Antique 107, Andrew Webster, you're the smartest man on the planet. Holy shit. I'm so fucked. Wow. Andrew Webster nailed it. Mark, holy shit. Oh boy. Mark, I love you so much. Pappy Van Winkle Family Reserve 15-year-old 107 proof. Shit. I have a problem. It's so good. It is so good. The first time I tasted it, I knew Buffalo Trace. I knew it was Buffalo Trace. When I went back to it after tasting, I think my problem might be 8 pours. I don't know. I guess we'll see what finished above it. What could possibly finish above it? Wow. Alec, you'd hope so. Alec, you would hope the first, because the funny thing is, Alec, I have no idea, and I am very shit. All right, here we go. I have in first and second place, I thought were very similar. First and second place, I thought were very similar. I put D in first place and A in second place. A is glass 1, which is weird, and D is glass 2, which is all right. So I have two. Where did my number one envelope go? I'll find it. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I got them both. One of them was really tiny and still in the box. All right. This is funny. The first place was Glass D. First place was Glass D, and in glass number 2. That was my mouse. Glass number 2, and then glass number 1, which was Glass A. Glass A of the runner-up in number 1. Number 1 was a tiny envelope I had to find in the box. Belongs to the man sending me all the friggin' super sweet, awesome things in my hair. Dieter Lang. Dieter Lang is the runner-up. And I can't even open it. I can't even open it. Ugh. Come on. Ah. Ah. The furnace is about to shut off. Dieter Lang sent me for the runner-up. Okay, the furnace is off. It's off. Calumet Farm, 1606 proof. The runner-up was Calumet, 16-year, 106 proof. Damn. Is that really better than the Pappy 15? I stand by it. Holy shit. If you were to take a bottle of Pappy 15 and pour it for you and a friend, like in a room, it's you and whoever you pick. It's you and Ryan Reynolds, or you and Dwayne Johnson, or you and Scarlett Johansson, or you and fill in the blank. If you were to pour out of Pappy 15 for you both and taste it and drink it and enjoy it, and a pour of Calumet 16, if you could do both of those pours for either of you, both of you, you would enjoy the Pappy more. But blind, when you don't know what it is, the Calumet stood out above and beyond. It was just a better pour. Dang it. Dang it. I'm going to hide a bottle of friggin' Calumet 16 inside a Pappy bottle. The winner, sorry. What's the winner? Baby is about to... we're going to do the winner right now. The winner, number 2, Andrew Webster. Gosh. I hope it's not... On one hand, I hope it's not a Calumet 16 because that'd be controversial. On the other hand, I hope it is because I don't want it to be anything... If it's Wild Turkey 101, I will quit YouTube forever. is so hard for me. Andrew Webster says Andrew Webster middleweight. It doesn't even have, like, I can't even see what it is yet. We're going to find out what the winner is together. You're going to find out before me if you got a good Zoom function because I can't look. And in 3, 2, 1. Is it bad? Calumet 16 citation? 106 proof? What in the hell is citation? What is citation? What's the citation? What is that? What's the citation? Wow. All right. Oh, the horse. I swear on everything that is holy to me that I do not ever do anything to these flights to make me more aware of what's in anything. But there were 2 Calumet 16s in this flight that I thought tasted similar. I placed them 1 and 2. How much does a bottle of Pappy 15 go for? Just curious. Man. Yeah, the citation is a horse. That's right. I remember that now. Frank Casano. Now for the real question, Bourbon Skirmish, Calumet 8. Well, shit, I missed it. Boy. Calumet 8 versus Spectre? Dude, that's not even close. Calumet 8 literally destroys Spectre. Because I can smell and taste Calumet 8 without like being mad. The Spectre, I love you so much for sending it, but why did you send it? You know what I mean? $5,000. Okay. Okay. Whew. We had 8 pours. 8 pours, double blind. All I knew, the only thing I knew about these pours was that they fell between 101 and 107.9 proof. When I tasted Glass C, I thought it was a Buffalo Trace product, and I loved it. I loved it a lot. But after tasting them over and over again in the later parts of the tasting, I put Glass D and A above Glass C, and I flip-flopped on D and A. Which one was first place? They were just different batches of Calumet 16. That's incredible. Wow. It's an eye-opener. People, like, if you put Calumet 16 in a Pappy 15 bottle, nobody would be upset if you poured it for them. Everyone would be like, this is the best stuff. It's the best stuff. So weird. That is so weird. And guess what? I don't even think Calumet 16 is my favorite bourbon of the year. I think I have better bourbons I've had this year, including my own blend from Barson Bourbon Company. No big deal. Just kidding. but not really because I did it in the blind. There are actually different batches of Kelly Mac 16. I agree. Yeah, for sure. So, but both of these went ahead of Pappy 15. Mark Emenecker, thank you so much for sending 2 ounces of that. Like, that is an incredibly generous send. And I would never, like, there's a 96 or a 98 Wild Turkey 12-year 101 in here also. Wow. It's weird. When you do it blind, things just like happen. As much as I did not, what's the right word? There were 8 pours. And like, as you go through 8 different drinks, you start to like think about how much you don't trust yourself and how much you do. But then when you start to reveal them in order, you're like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense on the bottom end. And then on the top end, that makes sense. That makes sense. So in the middle, it kind of makes sense. It's just like, after you've done it for such a long time, you're able to pick out the worst from the best, and then the best of the best from the best. That's kind of where we're at right now. I don't know. But I do feel happy that this is the way it worked out. Nobody out there can get a Pappy 15. I wish I could, and I will, because I might be hiding one soon. Holy crap. That's incredible. Conscience, if you had to say something about how I'm feeling before I go to bed, what would I say to myself?
Wow, if I could find something that would make that last one taste better, you could call it a Spectre gadget. Inspector Gadget.
Oh, was I supposed to sing? I apologize.
Oh my God. I love you so much, Mr. Cook. You 3 hours you were here just waiting to do that. Okay. I have my conscience or subconscious here in the form of Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook, can you give, oh my gosh. What's your favorite thing in the entire world? It's a big laugh.
I apologize. It covers a lot of things.
Ice cream?
Sure.
Favorite ice cream?
Rocky Road.
All right. We're not going to deal with my subconscious anymore because it has no idea what it's like. I still love him, though. He's a great person in my head. And I love all of you so much. Man, Class D. Kelly at 16 beat out Pappy 15 twice. That's incredible. I love you all so much. You were all the best. And next week, we're going to do the Bantamweight Championship tomorrow night. Saturday, I don't know if it will happen or not, but I'm going to try to convince Carissa, my wife, to live stream the Anderson Silva versus Jake Paul fight. Me and her together. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. I love you all so much. You're all amazing. Have a great night. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. And like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on Calumet Farms over Pappy Van Winkle? Maybe. Maybe not.